Hey guys, it's Brandy. Hope you survived the weekend and the first week of our outside the box WODs. Hopefully those were helpful for you. Going forward, you are not going to see workout of the day unless there is a barbell variation of the outside the box WOD. We know a couple of you guys have at home gyms, but very few of you, so we want to make sure we're really focusing our energy on helping those of you at home who have limited equipment get your workouts in. So for Monday, you guys are going to see there is a workout of the day, and then there is also outside of the box. And I'm really going to just go over the outside the box WOD for today to give you guys some tips and tricks. And also Coach Jessica, Zach, and Heather have been kind enough to do warm-ups for us each day, so make sure you're clicking on the link for that to give you a little bit of a taste of what to do to get prepared. So today's WOD is called Champion, and it's actually in honor of a former CrossFit Games athlete, Becky Konzelman, who was also the founder of Faith RX. She passed away a year ago, and this is in honor of her. So we did actually do this last year as well. The at-home variation, the outside the box, is going to be a 20-minute AMRAP. You guys are going to do 25 hand release push-ups. You're going to do 20 object deadlifts, 15 overhead squats with that deadlift, with that object, and then you're also going to do 10 burpees facing that object, followed by an 800-meter run. Now I know that it's potentially going to be a rainy day, and so if that's the case, find some cardio variation to do for 4 minutes. If you want to get out in the rain, awesome. If not, give yourself about 4 minutes. If you've got a rower or a bike, or you want to jump rope or anything like that, kind of sprints, I mean, get creative with it, but about 4 minutes of cardio in there in lieu of the 800-meter run if you're going to sub it out. So let's talk about the movements for today. Hand release push-ups, we've done these before, but just so that you're clear, what we're looking for is a plank position. So I want your ankles together, toes should stay on the floor the entire time. From here, you're gonna get chest to the back, flash the hands, press yourself back up. If you're still working on push-ups, that's okay. You can still kind of warm it up, but I still want you guys to keep your feet on the floor. Object deadlifts. So if you have a kettlebell, a dumbbell, any of those things you certainly can use. There's no prescribed weight for this today, but get creative. This is kind of a fun time to be able to do that. So like I have a bag here of stuff. You could use a backpack, you could use anything around the house, a bag of potting soil, you name it, a small child. But you're gonna ultimately get into a good deadlift position. You're gonna deadlift your object all the way to the floor. After that, you're gonna use that same object to overhead squat. So this kind of gets tricky, but sort of fun. So from here, object up over my head. Obviously I'm in a more narrow position overhead, but I'm still gonna go ahead and go for that overhead squat. You could get creative and try to do a single arm overhead squat. Totally up to you. Another option, if you don't want to be using anything weight load or any weight bearing, maybe you're fixing or you're nursing a wonky shoulder or something. If you have a band, this is a really good option for overhead squats as well. So what I'm going to do is stand in the band, again in my squat stance, hands overhead, I'm making a Y. From here, I'm going to go ahead and keep that tension on that band, but I'm going to go ahead and go into my squat position. This is actually harder than it probably looks. It is giving you some resistance on the way down and on the way up. Okay, so that's another option for those overhead squats. Object facing burpees, pretty self-explanatory. Whatever your object is, you're gonna go ahead and go burpee all the way down. 2-foot jump up and over. Certainly you can scale that by stepping up and over your object if you prefer, but jumping is kind of the RX variation, and then finishing it off with a run. So hopefully this gives you guys some ideas. I'd love to see what you guys post for the objects you use. I think that's super fun. If you guys saw, like Holly Van Schaik had a chainsaw the other day. I heard rumors of goats. Who knows, but just use something fun. Post what you used in the notes in Sugar WOD. Post your scores, have fun with this, guys, and don't forget to check out the warm-up. Okay guys, one more thing. Forgot to mention the double under challenge. So we are still going forward with this. We're in week 6. Week 6, 12 unbroken for beginners, 70 unbroken for advanced. I know that the board looks really sad right now because we haven't been able to be in here to update it, but make sure you guys are keeping track because once the gym reopens, we're absolutely going to update this board and celebrate all of your successes.